Welcome back to the O Show. Today is an incredibly important day for the future of crypto, and we are going to discuss what is happening almost in real time with FIT21, because this is really going to impact the future of crypto. Yes, we are still early in the voting game. Yes, we need a lot other of public servant bodies to approve this, to co-sign it. And yes, it is election season, so things can get a little bit hairy, but we still need to talk about it because I feel like you guys need to be educated as to what's happening, because this impacts our entire industry. If we don't get positive regulation in crypto in America, crypto goes away. This channel goes away. Well, it won't go away because I will move out of country. 100%. I pay the amount of taxes I pay to be in America is absurd. And yes, I am in California. Yes, I love to be here. No, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon because I shouldn't have to. I'm born and raised here. Okay, so we can debate and discuss that all day long. But at the end of the day, we need positive regulation. We really, really do. And the crazy thing about it is we've had so many opportunities. Well, not us, our public servants, that have so many opportunities to provide some sort of regulation here, but they've refused. Again, I remember back in 2017, end of 2017, it was like December, January, they had some committee hearing somewhere. And we had Brad Sherman out the side of his neck like he always does. And we've had no change. We've had no change. All we've had is frivolous lawsuits, unjust lawsuits against good actors in crypto, while people like Sam Bankman-Fried get to run around and do whatever. And again, even with the FTX lawsuit, I feel like a lot of things will never come to light. A lot of things that were caught on chain, that happened behind closed doors will never come to light unless the crypto industry actively exposes it. And that's a great thing about crypto because a lot of things live on the blockchain. Now, with that being said, we're going to kind of run through what's happening today, talk about FIT21, explain to you what you need to know. Also, there's rumors that there could be a Solana ETF brewing as well. One thing I will say about that, I hope so. I absolutely hope so. Send Solana to the moon. But you understand, Solana is POS, Ethereum is POS. And a lot of the ETF issuers for Ethereum, a lot of the ETF applicants had to remove staking. That'll similarly will probably happen to Solana. And again, if Ethereum is indicated, if any of these POSs are indicated as securities, that's going to impact the entire industry. Because the way POS works is a lot more centralized as opposed to proof of work. And I almost feel like Ethereum merged over from proof of work to proof of stake for this reason. But then again, I don't know. But let's go ahead and get into it because there is a lot to cover today. So good morning to YouTube. Good morning to TikTok. Absolutely good morning. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our altcoins. And as far as altcoins go, everything is looking absolutely healthy and beautiful on the weekly chart. Everything is up, and that's primarily because altcoins and Bitcoin are doing immensely well. Now let's go ahead and head over to TradingView just to do a super quick market update to see what's happening with Bitcoin, because in the midst of all of this insanity and excitement, Bitcoin is not too terribly far away from breaking all-time high. Not too terribly far at all. And again, we just got done with the halvening and we still have some time. So Bitcoin hit a swing wick high at about $72,000. The all-time high for Bitcoin was $74,000. So we were really about $2,000 away. Yes, we're having a bit of a correction. That's okay. We're also pinching the upper part of the Bollinger Band here, so we just need to get away a little bit to make another leg up. However, we do have great support here at about 67.6. Taking a look at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart is actually trading very, very nicely right above the Bollinger Band SMA 20, and it looks like we're kind of on our way upward. However, Market CIPHER did print a green dot, which is bullish, but at the same time, we've been getting a little bit, feels like we've been taking a little bit of a breather, getting away from the upper part of the band. Now to the weekly chart. The weekly chart is incredibly bullish. The only thing I do not like is I do not like the swing wick high to 72,000 and then the move back down to 70. However, I just want to see a close above $67,000. For Ethereum, Ethereum has got a gorgeous candle, an absolutely gorgeous candle on the weekly because of all of the news. Again, tomorrow, May 23rd, is the deadline for the SEC to approve or deny the Ethereum ETF, which we will get into during the show. There's a lot to cover today, and we're going to be streaming probably an hour and a half, because we just have so much that we need to cover. Now, taking a look at the daily chart, Ethereum is getting a little bit tired, but that's okay and expected because we are pinching the upper part of the band here. Taking a look at the 4-hour chart, 4 hours looking nicely, and I would see a move to down to about $3,500, just to essentially cool off a bit, which is wonderful. Now, taking a look at Solana. Solana is doing well on the 4-hour chart. We're bouncing really, really nicely using the the SMA 20 as support and essentially rocking upward. However, we did get a swing with high to 183, now trading at about 181. Taking a look at the daily looks nice over here. We're going to go ahead and remove our drawings. Those are fibs. I was kind of trying to show you guys how to potentially buy the dip. If that's something you were interested to set limit orders. On the daily, we are actually trading away from the upper part of the Bollinger Band simple moving average, which is nice. So that could have been the pullback that we saw. But again, we've got great support at 155. 158, not saying that we are going to go down there, but we do have a couple swing wick highs there, and we do have even better support here at about 172. But right now, taking a look at Solana, we're just kind of consolidating within this range here at about 188 to 172. Now, let's take a really quick look at the total cryptocurrency market cap, excluding Bitcoin. We just want to take a look at altcoins over here. Again, very positive price action, as you can see, especially if you take a look at crypto bubbles. We're up and we're just kind of getting ready for a little bit of a pullback. However, we just started pressing above the upper part of the Bollinger Band. And as you can see over here, we had a lot of consecutive days of upward price action. The last time we really had a volatile candle movement like this, let's see, can we spot one, or is it going to take me a while to do? Yeah, we just had a bunch of little candles on the daily. Nothing to this extent recently. So we'll kind of have to see what happens. Maybe people are taking profit, etc. We'll just kind of play it by ear. Now, that being said, we are also utilizing a new exchange. It is called ZoomX, and I'm going to go ahead and drop the ref link in the chat. One thing I will say is that they have ADEX and they have ASEX. So you can do either or. If you'd like to sign up and use my ref link, fantastic. Make sure you read the terms of service and you also understand not your keys, not your coins. And in that case, if you're well versed, recommend you use a decentralized exchange, their decentralized exchange. Good morning to our members, to Mike, to Mr. R, to Alexandra, to Mr. Craig, to Mr. Jermaine. Who else? And yes, we are ethical grifters. We are ethical grifters, and we will talk about it all day long. And shout out to Mo. Over on TikTok, we have to give Mr. Cali Crypto a big shout out. And again, you guys, make sure you guys smash the likes and get this up. Share this. This helps support me and the channel, and we're getting you some good information. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty aspect of FIT21 and why it matters. And again, we covered this on the show in the past. And this is from Mr. Meta Law Man. All right. He says, yes, on FIT21. It provides regulatory clarity, consumer protection, pro-innovation, pro-U.S. competitiveness, and he says it's the right side of history. I agree with him. No vote. And he's talking about the public servants who don't vote on it, or who vote no on it. More regulatory chaos, arbitrary, capricious decisions, anti-consumer, anti-innovation, technophobia, gerontocracy. I don't know what the hell that word is, but wonderful. I learned something new today. Now let's go ahead and talk about and break down what he means over here. So with FIT21, hold on, let me go back up with my notes. There's a lot to cover today, you guys. So with FIT21, it is going to hit the bill is going to hit the floor discussion for a vote later today. And it's going to establish essentially clear framework for crypto, or for digital assets, crypto in the US, and identifying where and how each token and exchange might be regulated. It will create consumer protections, disclosures, and address the cryptid of illicit in finance. And the vote on the bill will represent the first time this type of crypto legislation has reached the final decision in either chamber of Congress. So let's talk about it. Don't have any. Crypto is a hard sector to regulate. Is it the CFTC? Is it the SEC? Is it Congress? Is it the states? Who is it? When you strip everything down, crypto is technology. It is code. People create things and bad people can use it for whatever they want. You will never remove all of the bad people in the world. It's just not how this works. So what we can do to make it safer, we can impose guidelines. For exchanges, you have to KYC. And I understand why they want you to KYC, because there's people doing cuckoo stuff. And that's why we should have the option to use a DEX, a decentralized exchange. But at the same time, these people are like, oh, there's illicit finance, there's all these bad things happening. Guess what? Mostly everybody is buying their first piece of crypto, first amount of crypto, whether it be a portion of a Bitcoin or Ethereum, whatever that is, from a centralized exchange. And you can track all this stuff, even with mixers, okay? So we need some sort of guidance on what we can and can't do. So KYC, I'm okay with it. Having them, giving proof of reserves, that needs to happen. But the funny thing about proof of reserves is when it comes to proof of reserves, banks are not required to have that. So I feel like crypto is under a lot more strict guidelines than traditional finance. Okay, than traditional finance. And then again, letting these crypto companies know what they need to do to operate in a decentralized economy. What should they do? What shouldn't they do? How do they need to register? That's an important aspect. And when we don't have these types of protections, that's when bad people like Sam Bankman-Fried and the rest of people that like to do illicit things on the blockchain can really get away with things. And at the same time, it's a problematic idea because there's nothing that has really been given to us. So again, if the public servants care about you, they are going to vote yes on FIT21. Plain and simple. One of my concerns with it, though, and I'm going to call this stuff out, the concern is that they are going to make it the same as they have with traditional finance and make it to where the rich people, the accredited investors, the hedge funds, all of those entities, people with wealth are able to do what they want to do when they want to do it, and they get special privileges because they have access to wealth. That's where I draw the line. And they can push all these bills forward. They can say this, they can spew that, but that is absolutely where I draw the line. I am sick and tired of there being a class system in America. Just because you happen to be born poor doesn't mean you are stupid. There are so many intelligent people from all different walks of life. And if you can prove your intelligence, if you can prove that you're well-versed enough and mature enough and responsible enough to participate in crypto, which is a true decentralized economy, that there is no barriers for anyone to get in, you should be allowed to. And you should have rules that you can comply with to make it a safe environment for both the companies, the exchanges, the participants, the VCs, whatever that may be. But again, I will call that out and I will continue to say how important it is. And when you're reading these bills, when you're reaching out to the public servants, you demand the same privileges that accredited investors get. Because again, crypto and Bitcoin was created for the people, by the people. It is there for anyone to use, regardless of our personal differences. Now, this is from regarding Gary Gensler. This is from Alex Grieve, their government affairs at Paragon, another Mr. TradFi guy. That's what they are, but that's okay. So he says, potentially noteworthy that Gensler didn't specify whether the statement was in his personal official capacity or whether it represents the actual view of the SEC Commission, both past and present. Plausible deniability, Gary on an island, blah, blah, blah. And so this is a statement from Gary Gensler. And it's down, he went ahead and linked it over here for us. And he's talking about FIT21, and this is the article here. Gensler says House bill would undermine regulators' crypto capital markets oversight. He pushed back against FIT21 bill hours ahead of the planned vote. When we go to our notes over here, let's go ahead and break things down. FIT21 introduces digital commodity for some digital assets, placing them under the CFTC's authority. Gensler says this creates regulatory gaps and ignores established precedent by the Howey test. I agree with Gary in the fact that digital commodity for some digital assets can be confusing. We don't have any regulatory framework to really determine what is what. And I personally don't need the SEC and the CFTC butting heads all the time, okay? They've got their jobs to do with agriculture and capital markets and all that other crap that goes on. We don't need them in crypto. Create a pro-crypto agency with people from both sides, have Hester Peirce lead it, and get to work. The Howey test does not apply to crypto, to any digital assets, and I will explain to you what that means. The Howey test was created in the 30s, before there were fax machines, before most people probably had, I don't know, think of computers in their house. There was no computers back then. Okay. You cannot use old law that was created, that was written and stated before the technology was there. You need brand new legislation. It doesn't work that way. And it's him being lazy and just wanting to collect a paycheck. And make sure to smash the like and share this. FIT21 allows companies to self-certify their digital commodities, giving the SEC 60 days to review. He called this insufficient. I don't think it's insufficient, Gary. I really, really don't. Because you've been in office for how long and you've done nothing except meet with Sam Bankman-Fried, meet with other bad actors, and sue the good actors. Coinbase and Kraken and Library. You destroyed Library. You destroyed a small business in the United States of America. Debtbox, Ripple. What else did I miss? He warned it could increase public risk and harm broader capital markets by letting companies avoid SEC oversight via decentralized networks. No, it's actually good for the public. And I don't care if it harms the capital markets. I really, really, really don't. The hedge funds are out of control. Your buddies at Goldman and BlackRock and all these other entities, they are absolutely out of control. And it's very interesting that their companies are doing okay, but small businesses in America are not. Very interesting to me. So maybe deal with them. Because right now, in my personal opinion, what the SEC has done to Ripple, price has been suppressed. It's been absolutely suppressed. You've actually manipulated markets. And then also, too, when someone hacked into the SEC account and what $90 million was liquidated because of the early announcement of the Bitcoin spot ETF being approved. Many players in the crypto industry don't play by the rules. We should make policy choice to protect investing public over facilitating business models of non-compliant firms. And he didn't specify whether the statement was in his personal or official capacity, or whether it represents a view of the SEC, which again, shouldn't he be written up? If you work for an entity and you are writing, let's see this here. Where does it say? Statement on Financial Innovation Technology for 21st Act, Gary Gensler, Chair, Securities and Exchange Commission. If you're using that title, then it is an agency opinion. If you're posting it on the SEC's website, it is an agency opinion. That's not how this works, Gary. And the part that really pisses me off the most, many players in the crypto industry don't play by the rules. Who? Who are you talking about? As far as I know, not only do we disclose on this channel, we work alongside with legal, we pay our crypto taxes, we communicate, we follow the rules that have been given to us. And I know most other Americans do as well. There's a very small percentage of crypto players that are not playing by the rules. Very small percentage. As far as I know, Ripple's been playing by the rules also. Same with Coinbase. They tried to register with you. So when you talk about people not playing by the rules, you're talking about your buddy SBF? Because you met with him, what, like 3-4 times? I don't even remember at this point. So give us some examples. Because the pros outweigh the cons. And I think people, especially with the current state of the American economy, are getting effing tired of it. We really, really, really are. It's getting to the point to where we are so overregulated that these people are creating bills and laws and laughing in our faces at this point. It is just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, what is even happening? This is not the America I grew up in. This is not the America my family came over from Italy and Sicily and Romania and all the other places that they immigrated from. They didn't come here for a better quality of life to deal with this. This is destroying non-corporate capitalism. This is destroying entrepreneurism. And again, I really feel that crypto has the ability to help fix the economy. I really do. You create jobs, you create innovations, you make it more appealing to be here, which creates taxpayer dollars because these companies have to pay taxes. And isn't that what you guys want? Isn't that all you guys care about is your bottom line? And let me remind you, Mr. Gary, and all the other public servants, our taxpayer dollars and these companies' taxpayer dollars pay your salaries. Let the companies pay it and relieve some of us Americans because we're tired. We are tired. Enough is enough. Okay, let's get into the next story so I could get a bit of a breather here. All right. This is another important concept that we are going to get in, story that we're going to get into. I'm just making sure I'm checking my change my shoes. Also, too, I didn't pack yesterday because I got really tired. So I have to pack today for 3 different events in the next 2 weeks. 3 different events. So if somebody wants to come over and help me pack, thank you. Because it's going to be a hot mess. Hot mess. All right. This came from the White House today. The White House says it opposes passage of FIT21 in its current form. And they said it would affect the regulatory structure for digital assets in the U.S. They said they will work with Congress to ensure a comprehensive and balanced regulatory framework for digital assets. I'm going to tell you what this means. The blue is supposed to be for minorities. It is supposed to be for the people. But they don't tell you what group of minorities they support outright most times. Because the last time I checked, if you're for the people, crypto is essentially for minorities because it's a very small niche. Crypto is the only industry I know that people from all different walks of life can all operate the same way everyone else in the niche can. Every other minority can. Because again, when I hear the term minority, it is a small group of people. A very small group of people. For example, I live in an area and there is 1 million blue pens. And there's only 100 white pens. The white pen is the minority. It's a small group. That's crypto. And the reason people are cheering this and they're saying it's a good thing. Well, yes, it does look like our voices have been heard. So I'm thankful for that. But if you really break this down and you see what it is, see it for what it is, you have had years to work with Congress to come up with something. And the only reason why you're doing it now is because it is election season. And if you don't do it, you're going to lose. Therefore, you have not been serving the public. You have not been serving the very group of people who are paying your salary with our taxpayer dollars. Because at this point, I would rather pay no taxes. I would rather have enough money to create a little school for my daughter or hire somebody to help her with homeschooling, help me to do homeschooling with her. I would like to figure out how much money I need to pay to help with the roads and the upkeep, the police department, the fire department, all those types of things. Because I'm tired of paying you money and you not hearing my voice. And that's what's happening. So this is great. You want to work with Congress on it. But you know what? Too many people have been hurt. And we're tired of it. This is not a game. These are our lives. And even if I have a 7-year-old and I have a 3-year-old nephew. He's like my baby. He's my baby. So I've got a boy and a girl. Yes, crypto matters for me so that I can accumulate wealth to take care of my family and my community. But I'm really, really pushing for their future. And even if you're somebody who doesn't have kids, you've got to have nieces and nephews. And if you don't have that, guess who's going to take care of you and make decisions on your well-being when you're older? These kids, they deserve better. They do not deserve to have to go through what we've had to go through and struggle because of the poor choices of the public servants. So yes, this is a good thing they're talking about it, but at the same time, shut up and do something. Act. You guys can go ahead and institute emergency laws and acts and all these other things instantly. If there's a natural disaster or God forbid, whatever else it is, and you guys can figure out when to send millions and billions of dollars to this place, and that place when Americans are hurting and can't afford to make ends meet, but you can't figure out. So I've been in crypto end of 2017. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, almost 7 years. Let's just say 6 years. I've been here 6 years and you've done nothing. So what are you doing? This is not a game. This is our livelihood. This is why I take this crap so seriously, because again, crypto is the only industry that really breaks down the barriers for everyone. You have the opportunity to make as much money as ethically as possible here, and all you have to do is continue to self-educate yourself. That's all you have to do. So the statement from them is not good enough for me. A lot of people on Twitter will say it's good enough for them, but for me, it's not. Because you've had time. You've had time. Yes, this is the real Wendy. This is the real Wendy. Let me go to the next story, and I have to be calm because I'm going to get stuff mixed up. These are the 8 blue people that pushed their colleagues to vote yes on FIT. I don't appreciate his comment. They deserve a lot of credit. They don't. They're doing their job. And really, are they really doing their job, though? Or they're just doing what they need to do to remain in office? All right, this is from, I love this. I love it. The Pit Vipers love it. Let's read this story. And again, this is from Mr. Paul, and basically what he's saying here is that Gary Gensler is giving mixed messages. On 5/22/2024, the securities laws apply when crypto assets or crypto-related investment schemes are offered or sold as investment contracts. Chair Gensler to Congress last year, 2024 to 2021, 5/6/2021. The exchanges trading in these crypto assets do not have regulatory framework. So again, this is the problem. We have idiots like this that are getting paid with our taxpayer dollars. They're not doing their job. And that's why I'm pissed. Now let's go ahead and lighten the load a little bit. This is some lore, Bitcoin lore. And this is very important that you know this. It's a celebration. So go ahead and order pizza today. 14 years ago, Laszlo paid 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 Papa John pizzas. Today, 10,000 Bitcoin is worth over $700 million. And you know what? It's an interesting story. It sucks that, Bitcoin depreciated in value. But at the same time, that's what Bitcoin's for. Bitcoin can be used for whatever it is you want to use. Okay? Now let's go ahead and talk about price of Bitcoin Bitcoin price on Bitcoin Pizza Day. And it just gives you a whole entire list from 2011 to today. And you can see all the volatility there. And it's crazy. Today is a very important day that sticks out. $70,000 Bitcoin. 2022 and 2023, both sitting at around above $25,000 Bitcoin. So it's just awesome. This is lore and it's fun to see. Now, I want to give you guys a couple altcoin updates because we kind of have to recover what happened with Gala, give an update on that. We have a couple others that we are going to talk about as well. So I can give you guys an update because we've discussed it on the channel. So the first one is going to be Orange because it's something that we invested in. Okay. And this is where Bitcoin meets Web3. And the team is launching the Orange wallet on Bitcoin Pizza Day. And it has a lot of potential for DeFi on Bitcoin. And again, I absolutely love this. I love to see and I love to invest in companies that are actively building, utilizing Bitcoin. And the coolest thing about it is their Twitter page. This is their other page over here, another tweet, but I want to go here. This is going to be the Orange Wallet extension, and you can add it to Chrome. And I love that they said the best darn wallet, Bitcoin wallet on the planet. But again, they're powered by AI, and it is a Chrome plugin, similar to Phantom and similar to Metamask, but it is for Bitcoin. And I think it's awesome. I love to see people building with Bitcoin because it's more than just digital gold or a currency. You can do so much with it. A couple other aspects over here. They're also going to have a loyalty rewards program. And again, where can you find the wallet? Google Chrome. For those of you that are crypto savvy and use Brave, Carbon, Opera, Thorum, and a lot more. And they're going to offer AI assistance. Our upcoming AI assistant will revolutionize how you manage Bitcoin, BRC20 tokens, stacks, and ordinals, NFTs, ordinals. Whether you're making seamless transactions or swapping assets, our assistant is here to simplify your life. And again, I like to invest in projects like this because it makes things easy. Crypto's UI UX is still very hard to most people until my mom can use it seamlessly. So I'm excited for them. And also, too, they're going to have fiat on-ramps, ledger support. We talked about the AI assists, the swaps. Also, too, they do have a perfect 1010 audit score from Hacken. And probably the most important aspect that I do like here, well, I love the AI aspect and I like the swap because, again, that's important. I do like the fiat on-ramps, but I do like that they have ledger support that are going to be upcoming features. And the reason why I do like the ledger support is because when we are talking about being secure and safe in crypto, Metamask, Phantom, whatever wallet or Chrome wallet you're using, or plugin that you're using, you're still not securing your keys. These are hot wallets. Ledger is like a cold storage wallet. So the fact that they understand this and they have all these great features and they're bringing real DeFi to Bitcoin, outstanding. I'm absolutely here for it. I love it. So again, we are invested. All right. And then to kind of piggyback off of that, Bitcoin is coming to Ethereum stalwart Metamask. And this is from sources. And if you guys do not know, I'm sure, you guys know this already about Ethereum and MetaMask and whatever. I do prefer Phantom Wallet though. Phantom Wallet is a lot easier to use in my personal opinion. A lot easier to use. It's got better UI UX. I can see my NFTs. I prefer it. But I think that this is important and we're actually seeing MetaMask directly compete with Phantom Wallet and now with Orange Wallet. But again, this is from an anonymous source, and they don't know when it's going to come out. I don't know when it's going to come out. All right, now there's a couple. Should I do the altcoins? Should I do the altcoins or should I do the Ethereum ETF? Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to do some altcoin stuff for you guys first, and then we'll get into Ethereum. All right, this is a story from Mr. Mike. He says, many talented folks working to make a Solana ETF happen. And this is a really interesting idea. And this is something that we did put in the title because I think that it's really cool. I'm curious. See, there's a couple things I'm curious about this. Like, I think a Solana ETF would be awesome. Traditional finance, they want to come in, they want to be bankers and they want to trade Bitcoin or crypto assets 9 to 5, no holidays, no weekends. Good for you because we'll front run you all day long. And that's the power of crypto. But I'm curious to see how this is going to work. Because this would be even though Solana is a blue chip, it's still not a Bitcoin Ethereum. So I think it's awesome. I hope it happens. But at the same time, I do want to know more information about it. He also said that Doge could appear, or it could also be an ETF, but probably not XRP due to the SEC lawsuit with Ripple. This is the interesting thing with it, though, is that MetaMask and Consensus, they have a lawsuit also. And this is the thing. This is where it's going to get a little bit tricky. because I do believe that the SEC unjustly went after Ripple. So we'll see what happens with that. But again, Ripple's thriving in other countries. They truly, truly are. And I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out the SEC's angle here. I really, really, really am. I really, 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 really am. Oh, Gamer said that dog is up 82% in 7 days. This is the same one that he dropped into the chat weeks ago. And I think I have that. I should probably take profit on it or sell some of it. And I'll probably do that later on. Gamer, I don't have time to pull the chat up though, because we've got lots of stuff. A lot of things. Now let's go ahead and chat about Gala. And shout out to Bitbender, that's my friend. Gala Games hacker returns 23 million in Ethereum. The founder proposes buy and burn. Jason is not the president of blockchain over at Gala Games anymore. He is still advising Gala, but he's no longer with them. And it wasn't there was problems over there. He wanted to be able to assist in a different capacity. Gala investor DWF Labs also said it has purchased 28 million Gala tokens to alleviate market selling pressure. So again, Gala is a long-term bag of mine. I am invested. I have been holding since the inception. 3 founders nodes and 3 music nodes, and I'm not planning on selling it. So the Gala hacker returned 23 million worth of ETH to the team. On Monday, the hacker minted 200 million worth of Gala tokens and started selling. Gala said it used a new Gala Chain's blocklist protocol feature to freeze the minted tokens within 45 minutes. And the team will likely buy back and burn the equivalent Gala tokens using the returned ETH. So to me, it sucks that it got hacked. It sucks that there was problems, but at the same time, this is crypto and things like this happen. And this is another friendly reminder to all of you. I don't care what project you have. I don't care what project it is. This is why we take profit. This is why we de-risk. You do not have to sell your entire stack, but you should consider taking profit. Because when stuff like this happens, like me, I was unbothered. I was a little bit, I wasn't completely unbothered, but I was a little bit stressed because I was at an event. I was having trouble following it. But I was pretty much, financially, I was unbothered. Because I already took my profit. I already paid taxes on it. I removed my risk. And this is why I scream and yell so much about taking profit. You don't have to sell your entire stack. You can just sell some profit for initial investment and enough for taxes. Keep it moving. All right, let's go ahead and do an update with Multipool. And again, we had a partnership with them yesterday. We have a partnership with them today. I am looking to partner with more RWA projects because I think that they are immensely important. Okay, so Multipool, the future of RWA and crypto trading is Multipool, and I agree with them 100%. And they have a DEX with the first fully trustless order book, and the native token is MUL. This is their socials, their Twitter. If this is something that's interesting to you, follow them and join the community. All right, let's go ahead and take a look over here. This is going to be one of their, you would just need to connect your wallet to participate with LBP. Sorry, my mind is all over the place right now. It's all over the place right now, but here we go. So again, this is one of the cool features about them is they offer a SEX, but it's all on chain like a DEX. And again, that's incredibly important. You're going to see a lot more crypto exchanges, or I don't want to say crypto exchanges. You're going to see a lot more crypto projects facilitate this because it makes it easy. Because again, DEXs can be a little bit scary sometimes. And they also have a fully trustless on-chain order book with limit orders, just like a centralized exchange. I remember trading back in 2020 on all of the crazy, on Uniswap or whatever. It was scary. And also too, as a busy mom, I need to be able to set limit orders. Limit orders are my go-to. So, and they also are going to have a global RWA marketplace, which again, BlackRock is very bullish on RWAs. RWAs are real world assets, very similar to NFTs, but a little bit different. And this is going to be very, very important. So basically, you will be able to own a fraction of an asset, $10 worth or 10,000's worth, whatever. Like, so for example, what they mean by here is, let's say there is a RWA that is $10,000. You just, like similar to Bitcoin, with Bitcoin, if Bitcoin is $70,000, you don't have to buy an entire Bitcoin. You can buy a percentage of a Bitcoin, let's say for $5 instead of $70,000. Same over here. Okay. Also too, you can earn dividends from the rent. And this is exactly what rich people do. This is exactly what they do, is they utilize dividends and all of these aspects with assets. And I feel like that's going to be the biggest aspect of RWA. And also too, they are giving away a 100,000 mole airdrop campaign. So if this is something that you guys are interested, if you like to get airdrops, participate. Again, this is their Twitter page over here. They've got the RWA marketplace, a deep liquidity, dynamic bracket pools. And again, for the RWAs, you can buy fractions of them, get rent, earn passive income. But again, I highly recommend you take advantage, you follow the team, and you ask them questions and join all their socials. Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead and talk about something funny. Is this funny or is it not funny over here? Well, I think it's going to be pretty funny. Hold on. What are people saying in the chat? What are people saying in the chat? YouTube chat's funny. All right. Who files taxes on crypto? People that don't want to go to jail. Yeah, people that don't want to go to jail. But, expose yourself live on the internet. Please don't do that. Don't be ridiculous. All right. So yesterday it was announced that Donald Trump is now accepting crypto. And the crypto that he is accepting, and this is on his website, which is anyways, I don't know why it's not showing up, but it's on Twitter. We can actually just go to my page and I can show you guys really quick what it looks like, what his page looks like. But I did a ticky-tacky on this yesterday. But this is the page over here. And these are all the different cryptos he's accepting: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, USDC, Ripple, XRP, Dogecoin. I think that's XLM, and Shiba Inu. So he's also accepting meme coins, which I think is absolutely funny. And then over here, let's talk about a CBDC. So a CBDC would give unelected bureaucrats in DC the ability to monitor and restrict the American people's individual purchases. Our CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act prevents this and defends against the ever-expanding Government Surveillance Act. And this is from Mr. Tom Emmer. I like this. This makes me happy, but I haven't read the bill, so I don't know how happy it makes me. All right. The act that he's talking about says that until the government can show us that it can emulate cash, be open and permissionless, they should not be creating any CBDC. And he cited out another country is using the digital yuan to track citizens' purchases and behaviors, and they're using tech to build social scores, which, yes. Hold on one second. I got to get to the next story, but I'm trying to find something over here regarding it. All right. Okay. So back over here to Uniswap. Uniswap Lab urges SEC to drop pending enforcement actions in Wells' response. Now, I want to talk about this because, again, this is interesting. You guys know that I like this type of stuff over here. So the SEC, what actually happened, the SEC issued a Wells notice to Uniswap Labs in April, and they accused them of being an unregistered securities exchange and broker, which essentially it is just kind of like code. It's a decentralized exchange. And Uniswap responded by suing they responded and they are contesting the potential SEC lawsuit and said it doesn't meet the definition of an exchange. And they argue that the protocol is a passive technology used for trading non-securities like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stables. And they claim the SEC would redefine the word exchange to regulate Uniswap. And I agree with them there. They also cited a ruling that Coinbase Wallet wasn't an unregistered securities broker, suggesting the SEC similar claims against Uniswap. And the notice targets Uniswap's Uni token and LP tokens, alleging they are investment contracts. Uniswap Labs disputes. They rebuke, describing LP tokens as bookkeeping devices that don't fit with the SEC framework. And you see where my problem is? You see where my problem lies with all of this crap? we don't have regulation, so we can't determine what the stuff is. And then the SEC goes and sues people. And you know what? I hope this actually works out for Uniswap. And I hope that they get, I hope what ends up happening is that they end up winning. I hope they end up winning. Or not even winning. I hope the lawsuit gets dropped because of FIT21. That's what I hope happens. And really quickly, we do have to go over the Ethereum spot ETF. This story's stupid. I don't care who Bernstein is. What is he, a bear? He says Ethereum will hit $6,600 after ETF approval. What is that? A prediction? A production for bears? Come on. $10,000 Ethereum, baby. Stop being bearish. I'm just kidding. I hope it goes to $10,000. I'm going to be selling majority of my Ethereum. Majority of it. And I can't wait because there's some things I want to do for my family and my community. So I'm excited. But that's a prediction for the bears. Come on. Come on, baby. All right. Wisdom Tree secures FCA approval for Bitcoin and Ethereum ETP listings on the London Stock Exchange. That's cool, but I only care about America right now. VanEck Spot Ethereum ETF has been listed on the DTCC under the ticker ETHV. Just because it is listed there does not mean... Franklin! Get out of here, Mr. Franklin. I love Franklin. He's awesome. But anyways, this, just because it's listed there doesn't mean it's going to get approved. And remember, the approval will be tomorrow. In addition to that, this is from Mr. James. There's BlackRock, NASDAQ, 19B4s. Oh, that was that. Hold on a second. Let me pull my damn notes up because I'm getting confused over here. I'm getting confused. Okay. I'm getting confused. I don't know where the hell I am anymore on my stuff. All I know is that we're back on the Multipool page, and they're running a Multipool LBP on Fjord today. And it starts today and it runs for 3 days. So there's that. All right, let me go back to this over here. Where the hell is it? Okay. All right, hold on. About the Ethereum ETFs. All right, so 5 of the potential Ethereum ETF issuers have submitted their amended 19B4s. The news came about 5 issuers, and they came out last night. Today, BlackRock filed its updated spot Ethereum ETF application, Form 19B4, and then VanEck also the ETF has been listed on the DTCC under ticker. So we talked about that already. All right. So we're all on the same page with everything that's going on today. Okay. Everything that's going on. You know, I just can't keep up with myself half the time. It is very hard being me. It is very hard being me. We have over 300 people in here, but I only have 165 likes. You guys are being ghetto. Stop being ghetto. Okay. Stop being ghetto. Anyways, I have to get going. I have a call, I think, in 3 minutes, and I've got to pack. I've got a lot of stuff to do. So I hope this helps you understand what FIT21 is and why it's so important. And we're just very much at the beginning stages of the battle. But again, call your people and be like, listen, this is what we want. Anyways, you guys have a good rest of the day. I'm going to drop another video at 4 p.m. PST. Don't know what it's going to be about yet. It really kind of depends what's happening with all of this crap. Okay. But I got to pack. And then Lowe's got dance. And then I'm going to eat another. I made a salmon bowl yesterday. It was really good. But I'm hungry. I need to go drink my bone broth. Sending you guys love and light. Thank you guys so much for supporting me.